Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater blow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? It's another day to be happy and alive. I hope you guys are. I am. It is I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. Of course, with your boy Wildcard Mar. Episode 111. We hitting triple ones over here. Yes, we is. Getting our grind on. So y'all continue to keep showing love support. Hit up the YouTube page. Hit that notification. Like, share, comment. Same thing with our Facebook page. You know, of course, we got the website, www.iof19.com. Get you some merch. Some I.O.W. Sports merch, I Off the Wonder podcast, our sister podcast. Get some merch right there. Of course, Detroit Mail has the exclusive J. Edwin collection t-shirt company, so definitely cop some of that. Get you some hoodies, especially, you know, we in November, so get you a little hoodie, get all snuggled up. You know, if you're feeling whichever, drop something in the old Patreon, of course. Other than that, go to your respective app store. Get the I.O.W. Network app, available in the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store. Of course, got to give a shout out to my man 40 Water, aka Silent Hill, him and J. Leo, the theme song to I.O.W. Sport Late Night Owl show. Pelmo Devil Dance. Y'all go show some love and support. I know I'm over here getting tongue tied. No, you see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen, so definitely go show them cats some love. We're gonna kick the show off before I bring Big Nick in, the big homie. We always got to get busy with our wild card top play of the day. This one's crazy. Miles Bridges. I'm really liking this young cat. Last year, you know, he was a dunker. He was a high flyer. And, you know, people want to see him progress. And this year, him and LaMelo Ball out in Charlotte, man, they got something good going down in Charlotte. So I wouldn't be surprised if y'all see them make, hopefully, Jordan get some balls and makes a trade and help get some superstars down there, help them young cats, man, because they got something down there. But look, Wildcard Mar, top player today, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. Check it out right here.
Leading by 5. Loose. Picked up by Plumlee. Here comes Rozier. He's got Miles. Oh! Yowza! Humdiddly dee! That was incredible! this. We got to call timeout. Yep. Steven Adams said there's just no way we can continue.
My word. We just saw this develop. We had a perfect angle. Look at Rozier. He's like, did I throw it too high? You can't.
Oh, my.
Look, the ball's behind him. He had to reach back to get that eye to rim, and he threw it down so hard he could not keep his balance.
The announcers made that so much better, though. Don't get it.
Those two are two uber white guys, though, man. Their excitement level is nowhere near what Gus Johnson brings to the table. They were like, "Oh my gosh, G. Willikers, he jumped and dunked it."
I mean, I'm not going to say that's Gus Johnson level, but that,
no. That's
pretty damn good.
There's no excitement level near Gus Johnson. That was some wow, nice putt, Bill. Like that was some really fucking cheesy commentating.
Hey, but
shout out to the shirt.
Oh, what you got? Keep calm and hate Duke. Oh yeah, you in full UNC mode right now, bro. You are in full UNC mode.
The coffee cup. That's it, man.
And it sucks because I'm wearing Duke blue, but no worries. It's a Royal shirt and it's a Chiefs hat.
I saw. I would start it off. I'm surprised you picked the Bridges dunk. Did you see Steph lob it up to GP2?
No, I didn't see the GP2.
You would have picked that.
Was it nuts? Hold on. I'm going to try to find it real quick.
It was not on the same level as the Wade to LeBron, but it was very similar. Curry coming down on the left, GP2 on the right, and he kind of
was that tonight?
Thoughts. Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you saw it, you would be like, damn, I would have picked this.
Oh, I'm about to look it up, and then we gonna have to see.
While you're looking it up,
go ahead.
Point out, but by the time you do all your openings and everything for the afternoon show, I never realized that like all three of us are like hip hop heads, and you have like a Megadeth guitar during like the opening video montage for I.O.W. Like I always I chuckle every time I hear it. When you guys play like the intro video for I.O.W. before the podcast. It's like a heavy Megadeth guitar, and I'm like, yo, we're three like hip hop heads. That it just seems.
Well, you know what it is. Our original theme song that we had when you was on the draft show, YouTube somehow claimed a copyright on it.
Okay.
But the crazy thing is, we used an instrumental off of YouTube, but it was supposed to be one of those copywritten free joints, and I did the voiceover, so you hear the I.O.W. Sports. Yeah, that's me. So we had no idea why they dropped the copyright on it, but it was like Mel knew somebody that does like they got a little band, and I apologize if I can't remember who the band is, so excuse me, but he did us a favor and came up with the track.
Oh, so no, I like it, but it's like it's ironic.
Mel, man, what's up? You talking about the same dunk too? I think I found it. Well, hold on, I'm gonna get it up here real quick.
This was the one. It's Curry going from right to left on the screen, and he kind of leaves it like Wade left it for LeBron, and GP2 went up for it.
Hey, you know what? I saw it, and guess what? In the middle of the show, this is a first. Oh hell, come on now. You know that damn StreamYard be messing with me sometimes, man. I be telling you, man. We might have an impromptu another wildcard Martop play today. No, because I just saw it.
This is Big Nick's play of the night. There you go. They both dunks deserve love, so we're not going to short anybody. Both dunks deserve love.
Oh, no doubt. And I got the Lakers game in the background, and they're struggling with the Heat, but I understand. But the Heat are actually a good team this year.
Lakers were down 86-82 when the fourth quarter started, and now they're up 91-88. So they went on a little run here to start.
Oh, I got a lag. I'm behind you, dude. Oh, but here we are. We gonna take this banner off because impromptu, first time ever on I.O.W Sports Late Night Island Edition. Top play, Big Nick's top play. Here it is, y'all.
From three, man, it's pick your poison defensively. Shooters everywhere. Vanderbilt on the kick out. Stephanie Scoop. One man to beat. D'Angelo Russell for left. Steph is hot as he should be. You can wait to throw that up for Gary Payton in a second. Gary Payton spiked that so hard. At some point, Del Curry and Gary Payton said, our sons are going to work together.
Golden State has their fan base electrified with a 10-point advantage early in quarter number 2.
What do you do with that?
Yeah, if you saw it, I know you didn't see it.
How did
Bridges
I not see that?
Bridges was nice.
God.
But to me, that's a big time. That's a big time alley-oop.
Oh my goodness!
If everyone doesn't know, I cannot stand the Warriors. So for me to come out and say, but I love Gary Payton. I love that he played D. So I got respect for his son, even though he's there. I just hope he leaves after 3 years.
My goodness! I actually like GP too.
Oh yeah, he's explosive. I don't know where he gets it. His father could barely get off the ground.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a different day and age, man. Like, you know, he was around his pops, and when, but when the glove,
real quick, before you see it, why is LeBron dressed like the North Korean dictator?
I don't know, man.
You see that outfit? You see him right now?
Hey, his fashion is different. I don't fuck with his fashion.
He looks like John King Il. Who is the father? Il King John? I don't know. But he got that shirt all the way up. Like he looks like he's the North Korean dictator.
I don't even know, man.
And he is a dictator in LA.
Hey, well, he runs that Lakers organization. I don't care what nobody's saying.
That's why
this is, man, but because I'm looking at this Lakers game because man, first half they had 12 turnovers in the first half, man, and I'm like, what is this?
Were they all Westbrook? Did he get the quadruple double in the first half?
Hey, what's the over under on that shit, bro?
36 and a half.
Because like if you're having that many turnovers in a half, I'm like, you are just trying to give away the game. You're just trying to.
If you sit in the front row in LA, you can't sip your drink. You got to sit there with your hands up like this because they're
and be ready.
The crowd in any second.
You might be part of the game. yo, that's
Nicholson be sitting there like he's in the Squid Games with like a whole gear on.
Hey man, Mickelson better keep his head up. Oh, dude, I can't believe that dude's still alive. But anyway, let's hop into the show. You know, your favorite wide receiver of all time, or Odell Beckham Jr.
Might be your new favorite wide receiver,
man. So he's narrowed his list down, and Saints is on there, and I'm not surprised at it because I've always kind of thrown that out there. Of course, home roots.
But if you have Winston, it's different. Like,
yes,
if you weren't happy with Baker, you're going to be happy with Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian? No, not at all. Not at all. But some of his criteria was
he went to LSU, so it's go home if nobody else.
It's a homecoming.
That's
it's
why
a homecoming.
Ruled them out.
It's a homecoming. No, you don't rule them out because that is your last hoorah for a team this year for sure. But it makes sense for the Saints. I've always thought it makes sense for the Saints because Michael Thomas is not coming back. He already deemed himself out for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I know you got Alvin Kamara. Other than that, you know, Mark Ingram is there to take the load off of him. So you just take what he gives you. And if you get something spectacular, of course, that's just icing on the cake. But other than that, what wide receiver threat is there in New Orleans that's not named Alvin Kamara?
You got system guys. You got Stills. You got Smith. You got this little rookie Harris, who's a speedster when he gets the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
But you don't have anybody who really scares you besides
Yeah.
Kamara, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but if he's not happy with Baker Mayfield, I can't
He'll be
see him
miserable with
being
Trevor
happy with
Siemian.
Trevor Siemian. Like, and now the Packers made an offer to him, and it's the veteran minimum.
Hey, real quick though, let me ask you this though:
Shoot.
would the mastermind of Sean Payton make a difference with that situation? Because I get it's Trevor Siemian, and he hasn't really looked terrible. I mean, he didn't look like Trevor Siemian back in Denver, and then when he started turning into a traveler, a nomad, an NFL nomad. So he didn't look trash. You know what I'm saying? You do know that there's limitations to him, of course. There's a ceiling, but you know, you gotta factor in that Sean Payton magic a little bit.
I think if no one knows that the Chiefs don't, you can have your list limited, but you need to be wanted still too.
True.
And I think it says what people think about where he is talent-wise, that Packers threw out a minimum offer. The veteran minimum. I think the veteran minimum is $350,000 a year. So for 7 games prorated, you're only going to make $175 the rest of the year with them, right? Half a season. So I can't see him jumping on that, and that's why he's waiting. But
if he takes that offer, he wants a Super Bowl.
He might have to take that offer because there might not be another offer. That's the only public offer right now. So he can wait all he wants. But I don't think teams want him. And it's just, you don't, like I said the other day, he's an anchor. When you drop an anchor, you don't go forward anymore. You stop where you're at. Your team won't progress. It's been proven. He comes at, coincidence, I know Chubb came back, but Mayfield hits a bomb to Peoples-Jones the other night or the other day early in the game.
Hey,
the team looked like happier. The team looked like we don't have to cater to anyone.
He played a typical Baker game. He played a typical Baker game.
Correct. But you could see the sideline had a sense of relief almost. Like they were They were happy. They were like, okay, good. We don't have to worry about anyone's feelings anymore. We could play football because that's our job. We don't have to cater to the head case.
I never thought about this, but I think Jarvis Landry, even though they're boys, he still understands that this is business. And I think he's still going to be professional enough to continue to show up. So I'm not worried about that situation in that relationship because I said this on Man Down the other night. And I think Baker Mayfield is an average quarterback at best. You know, he's nothing special.
That's why they haven't yet, right?
Oh no, and even if they pick up that 5th-year option, they're going to only pick up that 5th-year option to delay that trying to give him an extension. I think if they pick up that 5th-year option, it says prove it. Please tell me that you can actually be a quarterback that we can ask to win a game when the running game isn't working. Prove it. So if they do that, I think that's the route they'll take. They should take that route because we've had this conversation before. Dak just got paid, reset the market. Josh Allen just got paid, reset the market. Lamar Jackson is going to reset the market. You can't reset the market with Baker Mayfield. You don't. You don't do it.
You can crash the market. You get Black Monday. Great show on Showtime, by the way. Have you watched Black Monday?
No.
Showtime?
With Don Cheadle. I've seen a couple episodes.
Seth Rogen writes it, so it's but Black Monday is great.
Watch,
but that's what big. If you gave Baker Mayfield 5 years, 150, you just crashed the market. You can't give him that contract.
You can't give him nowhere.
I mean, there's still a lot of season left. He could put on a crazy playoff run, but I think a crazy playoff run for him is similar to Eli Manning with the Giants' 2 runs. Don't cost us the game.
Oh, that's a good analogy right there. That's a good analogy right there.
Yeah, if he goes, if the Browns go on a playoff run, we both know it's not. He's not setting records and throwing for 15 touchdown passes in 4 games in the playoff run. You know, it's maybe a touchdown pass a game. you ride Chubb, you play defense, maybe you get a key stop or a turnover,
yeah.
teams or D, but that's who they are. They're not gonna. He's not gonna throw for 380 and 4 touchdowns and put on an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady performance in a playoff game. So it's still
he's not doing that in the regular season game.
I mean, he had one against the Chargers, right? When the Chargers just couldn't stop anything that day.
That's a damn anomaly. Come on,
that's an anomaly.
No,
but I don't know. Like, I think it's still to be determined. I think he can play himself into a decent extension. Maybe like 3 years, 75, which is 25 a year, which is going rate for a starting.
I would give him a Kirk Cousins contract.
3 for 90, which is still $30 million a year. That's what he got when he first went from Washington. He got 3 for 90.
That I give him a Kirk Cousins contract. That's how I view you. I don't see you being on a level of those guys that's resetting the quarterback market. You're not on that level.
True, but I mean, 5 years, 150 is the same as 390. You're just not in it as long. So 30 million is the going rate for a starting quarterback. But if he doesn't impress, I could see 3 years, 80 million, where you're saying, okay, we'd still like to see you develop a little more before we roll out the massive deal.
Yeah.
Before we throw you 200, like we need some more development. 2 years, 50, 2 years for 55. But I cannot see anything more than 2-3 years going to Baker Mayfield at this point in time, unless now that Beckham's gone, there's an evolution with Mayfield.
Hey, on some real shit, I ain't even gonna lie. If I'm GM of the Browns, I will 1 year his ass every damn year. And if he gets sick and tired of it, you can walk. I go get me a QB. I would. That's just me. It's prove it. It's prove it every year before I back up the Brinks truck to you. I need you to show me that you's on that level with Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Dak, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers getting that type of money. He's
not there. He's a few notches above Sam Darnold. He's not mentioned with those guys.
Hey, that's funny, but it's so true.
He's just a couple steps above Darnold. He's Darnold with a better line and a better run game.
Oh my goodness, you're not wrong. But I think what always bothered me with Baker is you can be confident about certain shit, but his confidence is is more times than not over the line of cockiness than confidence. And I think that's what bothers for me personally. Especially back when he was in Oklahoma, I couldn't stand his ass. I couldn't, you over here, grabbing your nuts, telling motherfuckers cross suck my dick, and you telling that to a defense, oh, they about to come get you, dog. They about to come get your ass. So it's like if you my starting quarterback, man, if I lose you, man, my whole game plan is shot to shit, and I got to scramble on the fly because you want to be Mr. Talk your shit and talk my dick. Come on, bro. What
Baker
are we doing?
Mayfield is if Johnny Manziel and Sam Darnold had a baby together.
Bro, oh my gosh, you are killing me with the analogies today, bro. Fucking digital high five on that shit, dog. Bro, my dude.
Hold on. I gotta slap the whiteness out of you. White people high five. We do this.
Yeah, high five, knuckles. I don't care, man.
I'm telling you, man. If you take Sam Darnold and you put Sam Darnold on the Browns, I don't think it moves the win needle at all. No. I think they still are who they are.
Same squad. It's always going to run through the run
game. Mahomes, not this year, but it's not like you're putting Patrick Mahomes or Brady in there with Baker. It's a modern day Trent Dilfer. It's a modern day Eli Manning. They're not going to allow you. They might have a big game every here now and then, but they are going to rely on defense and run game and situational passing.
There's so many quarterbacks that I could think off the top of my head that if they were in that situation in Cleveland, boy, you talking about a damn good squad that would be. You know what I'm saying?
You
People
put Kirk Cousins there, they're
that's
better.
a good
You put Teddy Bridgewater there, they're better.
Yes, I agree with you. And I'm not big on neither one of those guys. I respect their game because they're consistent. You know what I'm saying? You know
I'm gonna
what
go
the
one
book
more.
is.
You go Jimmy Garoppolo, they're better.
If he's healthy, yeah. If he's healthy, yeah,
But
he
with
is.
that line, he might be.
That is true.
You
That
don't
is
need to
true.
roll out of the pocket anymore. You got the run game.
No,
You can stand in the pocket, give the ball up.
and pick apart. And here's one thing about the Cleveland Browns that I've kind of got frustrated with them. You know, you didn't see the connection with OBJ and Baker, and I think that kind of sucks. But because I think they actually could have done something good if they just got on the same page. But it just didn't work out in my opinion because he was injured a lot. They never really had the time to really get that connection. And by the time OBJ even got to Cleveland, Baker was already deuced up with Jarvis Landry, and that was his go-to. You know what I'm saying? And just because you Odell Beckham Jr. and you know I'm just supposed to make you my automatic number one, and I get what you were, but you know if you're not healthy, you're not here. We're not getting the jail. We're not getting the connection. You know, and I know who we ain't even got to talk. We see it with Jarvis Landry. That's the kind of communication we got. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that whole situation never really worked. They never really had the time to get the shit together. And then, you know, I thought about it. David Njoku, man, I really think he can be a dog tight end. Like
Jets fans are clamoring over him because he's a free agent. And Jets, that's like one of the targets that the Jets think would fit this system.
Bro, if y'all get him,
multiple times a week, I see that name brought up in like posts about free agents next year. Who do you want?
Zach Wilson would have a field day with him, bro.
Mike White.
Oh, Mike White. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. You were so damn
starter.
Mike White.
Yeah. Listen, man, man. The only guy in NFL history to start one game and have his jersey in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, bro, I might have to just break down and just buy me a Mike White jersey, bro. I just might have to, bro.
Wait till he beats Buffalo Sunday. Wait till he beats Buffalo.
Hey, you calling that already? Oh, I didn't even look at your picks.
I picked the Bills in the pick'em, but I would not doubt Mike White being Mike White, doing Mike White things, bro. And Jets need to do a fucking whiteout on Sunday with white pants, white shirts,
white everything.
White. Mike White gets a whiteout on Sunday. This guy would be a cult icon.
But I think David Njoku can be one hell of a damn tight end in the league, and I think he's underutilized.
Yes.
I think
the quarterback's limited. When the quarterback's limited, your pass catchers are going to be limited, right? Do they make an upgrade in the offseason? Did they go? I'm on record as saying that Aaron Rodgers says he's a cold weather quarterback. If he's out there, Denver, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, all cold places are going to possibly be looking for a quarterback. So and now if you're in Njoku and Rodgers comes in, you're going to be an 80 catch. You're going to be putting up Kelsey and like Kittle numbers if you get Aaron Rodgers there with that talent.
If he had Aaron Rodgers, he would be smashing tight end records.
He's top 5 tight end, right? He's going to be a top 5 tight end fantasy wise, production wise, red zone. I mean, you're looking at a guy who is a very talented player.
Nick, I had him on my fantasy team, but he wasn't getting the targets. I dropped him. I'm like, I know what your talent is, but you're not getting me no points, dog, because Baker's not getting you the ball.
Yeah, you can't run. That's why he throws it to Hooper more, because Hooper only runs 4 or 5 yard routes. He doesn't get downfield.
Bro.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see what Njoku does. If he was with like a Hall of Famer like Mike White, he would be an epic player.
I thought I was the only one that thought that, because I'm just sitting there, because I'm like, David Njoku is just sitting there getting wasted in Cleveland. Just wasted.
Oh, he's got a drinking problem?
No, like his talent. But if he does have a drinking problem, hell, we all do. Shit. Shit, we all do. But no, I'm like, man, this dude, he can be he's a mismatch. He
Yeah,
really is, because he's athletic as hell.
yeah.
There's no
Another guy,
safety.
free agent, OJ Howard. Another guy who's been bumped down because of the Brady
Yeah,
Gronk connection.
but his health, man, his
I know,
health is
I
what
know,
scares me, man.
I know. But he's got talent, but
Oh, he does.
his lack of availability has bumped him down behind Gronk and now
Cameron
the
Braid.
other tight end. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's another guy that keeps getting mentioned of new situation, go in as a starter. And there's a bunch of tight ends who I think if they upgrade the system or get an upgrade to a system and better QB play, which will surprise a lot of people. And that those are the two that stand out to me.
Yeah, that's but we didn't got off into a crazy tangent, but no, we kind of went over how the Saints, it makes sense for Odell or the Saints
I
part.
think last resort. I think it's a last resort. I think it's if nobody else wants him, that he's keeping that go home option open to him. But I don't see teams lining up and going crazy, making offers for him. I think he thinks he's wanted more than he is wanted.
Probably so. And that's one thing that to me that's tricky with this whole situation, because the fact that, I understand why he went unclaimed on waivers, because nobody wanted to pick up that 7.25. So not for 8-9 games, not for 8-9 games. No way, you don't do that. That's financial stupidity. But now that you are literally an unrestricted free agent, you can negotiate your deal, and nobody's not even batting an eye, except for Green Bay. That's another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. What, Aaron Rodgers with another weapon?
Like, you want to make yourself money in the offseason and you want to get a contract, you go with the best quarterback in the league, and you show everybody it wasn't me. That's the issue.
You know what he has to do?
5 catches, 80 yards.
That's what he has to do. That's what he has to do.
Yeah, because if you go with Trevor Siemian, you're not going to make yourself money. You might have a big game. Out of the 8 games left when he actually signs, you might have
sell some merchandise. That's it.
You go to Green Bay, and then you're going to get a chance in the playoffs. You haven't really been in the playoffs.
That defense is nasty. We've already admitted how nasty that
multiple
defense
playoff
is.
games, and you might make an impact, and you might win a playoff game for them because Rodgers will get you the ball, because everyone's going to be worried about Devontae. Like, you look at all the receivers in the NFL. I could probably name 20 of them right now that if they became free agents, multiple teams would be going crazy over, and there would be a bidding war. This guy's a free agent, and it's almost like no one gives a shit. There's no rush to sign him. There's no, we got to get him. We got to get him. Packers were like, all right, veteran minimum, rest of the year. Here's the offer. It's the only public offer we know about right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's humbling to him, and a real eye-opener of who you are, what you are, and as much as you have a big head, you're the only one, you and your pops.
Here's one thing that I know he has the Packers on his list, and I don't know if Odell really knows this about Aaron, but it's been out there publicly. Like, he's on you if you are not where you are supposed to be.
Yes.
And he will show you up. And if Odell is not in the spot where Aaron wants you to be, not where Odell wants to be, where Aaron wants you to be, and he has that episode, like, how's that going to look like? Like, he has to put some kind of thought into that.
Great
you know
point.
what I'm saying?
And you could summarize it with this: expectations and standards may be too high going to Green Bay, which is why you keep the Saints on the list, knowing you can go be you because it's Trevor Siemian.
Mm-hmm.
You're not pulling that shit with Mahomes. You're not pulling that shit with Rodgers or with Brady or Russell Wilson. You can pull your shit with Trevor Siemian. You could throw a fit if Trevor Siemian misses you, because these guys held their receivers to a different standard. That's a great point, man. That might be why he ends up with the Saints, because he doesn't want that pressure on himself to deliver, to perform.
Yeah, because that's not even like, if he's that type of personality that gets upset and goes through shit through the media and all that.
You say if?
And
You say
no,
if?
no, he is that type of personality.
Okay.
But with it, I also thought about it this way. If what comes with Odell, but he wouldn't be the bigger headline still, because you got Aaron Rodgers there. You know what I'm saying? That might be the only place that he might be actually under the radar, just because of the personality that is bigger than him in that town.
Agreed. But you know what Odell is, right? Odell is someone who's not in the picture but wants to photobomb it and make it about him. Right? Like Odell's gonna be the one like, hey guys, I'm here too. Hey, remember me? I'm here.
Yeah, that's touche.
I think if he does end up in the Saints, I think that could be a factor that he doesn't want to. He wants to promote Odell. That's just all he's about. And if you go home, you're going to get love. You go anywhere else to a contender, there's going to be pressure. And I think he's just put himself in like control with. He doesn't want to perfect his craft anymore. Like, he used to be one of the hardest working guys, and now you see him, and it's. I don't know. I don't believe in the player.
I think it's the injuries. Honestly, I think he's going through some kind of mental, kind of, I'm not the catch guy no more. I'm just OBJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I thought I've been thinking about the fit in Kansas City, and to be honest, man, I'm like right down the middle. I can
Does he play
see
quarterback? Like, why would you sign him? Does he play quarterback?
So here's a couple of takes on why I think it might work.
What do you got?
Because unfortunately, for some reason, they're not using Josh Gordon for some reason. I don't know what the hell that situation is about.
He's a slant runner. They don't want that shit in that offense.
Yeah, but that's the only thing they gonna be able to run right now. It's too high stake. That's how do you be cover 2 man?
They're not interested in that though.
But Nick, you are a coach. How do you beat cover 2 man?
I know that. You know that. But it's not something that system and the play caller and the quarterback are interested in. Why would you sign a guy who has a specific set of skills and not use those skills? Shout out to Liam Neeson. Taken. He has a specific set of skills, but you refuse to fucking showcase them. You threw one slant to him in 5 games, or however long he's been there.
He has less than 10 targets in 5 games, bro.
Yeah. He had catch. He had one catch. It was maybe the Bills game, the national game.
That was it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, why would you then bring Beckham in there too?
No, because look at it this way, and you don't have that Super Bowl caliber defense, so you better get all the damn ammunition and weapons that you can, because at this point, they're so fixated on trying to get Travis and Tyreek the ball. Maybe OBJ just ends up becoming a decoy, and then he gets to feast off the last little scraps. Maybe that's the point.
As you're talking, watch the game. Watch this play.
Yeah, I see it. I just keep that the corner of my eye.
That's why. You make good points, but Kansas City hasn't shown the ability to bring the best out of their talent. Josh Gordon specifically, I can't see them. Maybe in the offseason, then you go get Odell. But right now, you haven't shown the ability to involve Josh Gordon in the offense. Somebody who has talent. So I
just had another point pop into my head on why it might work. You have Odell, and it kind of goes in depth about the decoy point. Just have him just run straight down the middle and split the safeties, push them back, and Tyreek Kelsey, whatever, even Josh Gordon, just eat underneath all
That's already
fucking
their
day.
offense. They do that with Hardman and the other one.
Yeah, but
They
nobody's.
have to be around
Yeah,
guys.
but you know what? It don't work because nobody's scared of Hardman.
Okay, all right.
But if you got OBJ, they like, oh, that's the catch guy. Oh, I ain't trying to end up on no meme. Let me let me get back here. I'm
I
just
would
saying.
be very, very curious to see.
Now, what scares me is I follow Dwayne Bowe, former Kansas City wide receiver.
Yeah. No, 82.
On
It was great.
82. Yeah, I follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and he's a former LSU Tiger. And I got a couple friends still in the city, and it was like, yo, Dwayne Bowe here, and then looked like OBJ is here. And he went and tweet OBJ KC. I'm not reading too much into it. I'm not, but that's out there. And it is out there in the atmosphere, and you know how the media and the social media takes it. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not reading nothing too much into it. But I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Because that LSU, that LSU brotherhood bond is serious, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Dwayne Bowe would just tweet that out just for likes and follows. Possibly. I mean, he's a rap athlete now, so I don't know, but I can't ignore it. So it's like it is in the back of my head, but me personally, I'm with you. We need to figure out what the fuck's going on first before you add this situation into the locker room.
And it's not like you guys are injury riddled. It's
no,
not like you guys are.
We're actually getting healthy. Well, I will say this: I'm worried about that Lucas Niang at right tackle injury.
I mean, receiver wise. I mean, it's not like went down, Kelsey went down, and that's the reason you guys aren't producing. It's your skill guys are there.
We're lacking on execution. That's what we're lacking on.
Yeah,
execution
and
stop the turnovers.
You guys lead the league in first downs.
Yeah.
So you're moving the ball. It's just that it factor, that Derek Jeter factor. That's something that puts you over the top that other people don't have.
It's because Mahomes has 12 turnovers, man. He has 12 turnovers. That's why. All right.
It's like
12 turnovers.
I'm sure you saw this. They're like, the league was really out after Patrick Mahomes. They had Madden. They had Mahomes on the cover of Madden once. Nothing happened. So they had to do it again to get him.
Yo, he split it with Brady, and Brady's balling out of his damn mind.
Yeah.
I hope it's a second half curse to this Madden cover. Damn shit.
As long as it happens in the playoffs and he's not busted. I swear to God, man, I'll go work at like a Chinese restaurant the day of the Super Bowl if Brady's in it.
We got overtime. We got overtime in LA, y'all. 112 apiece. Miami Heat, LA Lakers going into OT. I'm just now looking at the final play. Of course, Russell Westbrook. He just dribbled
with 23 and a half seconds left, and he holds it out to chuck up a 3-pointer. Like, your whole game is speed and explosiveness. You had the guy clear it out on the bottom. Go to the rim. Maybe someone doubles you, and you can turn the ball over. Get
Nick, you just took the words right out of my mouth. You are not a 3-point.
Just chuck it up at the buzzer. Don't create a turnover where they can score.
No, but I'm saying, like, you just read my mind. He had an ISO. Everybody was cleared out.
Yep, he was on.
You had all the room in the world to drive. That's what you do. You're not a 3-point shooter. Matter of fact, your career 3-point percentage is terrible.
Yeah,
you are a terrible 3-point shooter. Why are you trying to pull up at the 3?
I'd rather you penetrate, maybe throw up like a 6-7 foot floater before people can get to you, and then Davis has a chance at the rim for a rebound and a putback, which he did anyway on the 3. He tipped it up. But I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Westbrook's game.
Oh, me neither. I'd prefer
the guy at the bar who hits on every girl.
Every chick.
Might take a girl home every night. But that motherfucker misses like 45 a night. But then he takes one home at the end of the night, and he looks like a superstar, right? He's the guy with the ball in his hand all the time. So obviously he's going to put up numbers. I really can't wait to see what this team looks like when LeBron and him play all the time together.
Oh my goodness! And that's another thing.
Another Westbrook turnover right there.
Now here's a situation we talked about the other day. We talked about the Brian Burns situation and Mac Jones, and I really wanted to revisit it because Brian Burns finally came out and spoke his piece a little bit about the situation, and so he is saying, I am wishing. He said it would be nice to have an apology, but it's not going to happen. Burns said Wednesday, the first time he has addressed the play. However, the NFL handles it. It's on them. I would just like to play them again. I wish all my fellow DN brothers happy hunting. That's all.
And what sucks is they're in different conferences, so it's going to be
only in the Super Bowl.
Well, it'd be 4 years. Well, now they do that the 17th game. You play one team in the conference who finished in the same place as you. They rotate the division every year.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's a possibility.
It could be
in 2 years or possibly.
Yeah. But, I mean, you're looking, if both of those guys stay with the same team, it's 4 years till they play again.
But for those who are not aware of what we're talking about, I do have the clip right here. Let's take a look. As y'all see right there, that 43, that's Hassan Reddick, and he has some very strong words about the situation. Yeah, that's the NFL got to do something about that, man.
The only thing that Mac Jones had to do was stare at the Pittsburgh sideline, and then the league would have fucking reacted, right? They pick and choose who they want to go after. They pick and choose who they want to protect. And I say it as a joke, but there's fucking legitimacy there because week after week,
you see bullshit like this. Yeah.
You see some quarterbacks get protected when they barely get touched, and you watch rookie quarterbacks get fucking rolled up on and hit low, and nothing happens because there's no loss if a rookie quarterback goes down, right?
Man, Nick, you as a coach, I know you would be livid if a quarterback did that to your DN. You would be livid.
Is there an announcement on Burns? Is he injured? Is he missing time?
I didn't see any update on his injury status. I hope the brother's all right because that's what I think why the NFL needs to do something because Mac Jones could have really hurt that man. He could have. You could
rupture an ACL and Achilles
and took his season away.
I say it jokingly, but that's a Kurt Angle ankle lock.
It was.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm not mad if I see somebody headhunt and take a fucking shot at Jones and be like, you know what? Like, what did Jokic got hit? Jokic hit back, right?
Yeah.
You want to do shit like that in this league? Welcome to the NFL, motherfucker. We'll gladly take a 15-yard penalty, and we're going to show you that you don't do that shit.
Guess what? Guess who he got this week?
He has the Browns.
Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney saw that, and they gonna use that as bulletin board material, and they gonna say, "Oh yeah, you like to try to hurt DNs? Oh, we gonna make sure we hit you real good this week." Don't be surprised. I will not be surprised if I see at least 2 sacks apiece for both of them. I won't be surprised.
Well, the game plan is going to be for him to not hold the ball.
Oh, of course, get rid of it.
Because
get rid of it.
But if Cleveland come up with a good defensive plan, I would love to see him take a shot.
You know how to slow down that shit. If you want to get the ball out, oh, we about to bump and run all day. Then we gonna mess up that timing, and we gonna let the dogs loose. Man, Mac Jones don't even know that he just put a target on his back for the rest of the season. I don't think he understands that.
Good. You want to play dirty? You want to do dirty shit? Don't think that you're going to be the only offender.
Oh no. Oh no. I look. Well, we see how Myles Garrett get down. He'll hit you in the head with a helmet. So,
I hope he hits you in the chest with a shoulder pad. We'll see.
look. So Myles Garrett has already shown he's willing to take it there. So he ain't scared to do that. He said, "I ain't scared of no suspension." But I mean, just like your point about it the other day, that is very Belichick-ish of his team, of certain players that he has that does shit like that.
Saban too. He went there. That's just a
Mhm.
fucking dirty play, and that shows the type of players that those coaches want on their teams.
What up, Corey? Corey said for the rest of his career, Payback is a bitch, though. Hey man, that boy put a huge target on his back on that shit. This dude, Mac Jones, he better keep his head on the swivel for the rest of the season for sure. Because I'm telling you, DN saw that and they not going to appreciate that.
The fuck is this? Malik Monk turned into Kobe tonight?
Yo, I was just about to say that because I just saw his stat line. I'm like, Malik Monk?
Averaging 7 a game. He's got 27 tonight.
Yo, that's the biggest point right here. You got a great point right there, Corey, that he refuses to apologize to.
Yeah.
You got a good damn
if you
point.
apologize, you admit fault.
And
you're saying that you thought he had the ball. You can't apologize because then you're admitting that you did it intentionally. That doesn't meet the Belichick narrative. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying that's why he's not.
Man, but I'm telling you, man, the proof's in the pudding. I done already played the clip, and the clip is out there. The camera angles see you literally, like you said, angle lock that man in the Kurt Angle ankle lock and twist and turn and gator road on him when Brian Burns was trying to get away. That's my part about the situation. Brian Burns is trying to get away because his team is trying to get the football and score on defense. And you literally grabbed his leg, his ankle, drug him down and twist. Like, is that not the epitome of dirty play?
He stole a move from OJ in the walkway. He's like, "Get back here, bitch!" I'm not done with you or your boyfriend.
I mean, like, come on,
dirty, man. It's dirty shit.
In the league, that's what's irritating me with this whole thing. And Corey said, you could at least apologize for grabbing him and say, I thought he had it and tried to tackle him. We all know it's a lie, but it's something. At this point, Corey, the apology don't mean nothing right now. The time has elapsed for that apology moment to even remotely seem sincere about doing wrong. So anything right now out of Mac Jones' mouth would be a big piece of load of shit. But moving on real quick.
LeBron. I'm watching the game behind the phone. Man, I hate LeBron. He's up on the sideline passing the coach, instructing them what to do. Either way, payback is a bitch. Oh, 100%, Corey. 100%.
Hey, Corey.
It's going to happen. It might not be this week. It might be 2-3 years from now. But
come on, no. The over-under on payback is going to be immediately. Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney saw that. I'm telling you, they going to try to bust his head for that, man. They going to try to bust his head because they're going to be like, I wish you would try to do that shit to me. Come on, man. Myles Garrett is a geez, I would not ever pick a fight with Myles Garrett.
Oh, he's going to get hit hard. He's going to get hit hard when he gets hit, but I don't know if a dirty hit for payback is going to be immediate. It's going to take, like, Garrett probably doesn't want to get suspended.
No.
So, it's going to be the backup of a team, or it's going to be one of the guys Brian Burns went to college with. That's his boy who's going to fucking maybe take a cheap shot to get payback for his boy. You know what I mean? Somebody who doesn't affect their loss doesn't affect the team as much as losing.
Have a hitman in the NFL or a higher hit.
How old are you?
34.
You might not remember this, but back in like the late 80s, there was a guy on the Green Bay Packers, and he had a towel, and he wrote like guys he sacked or guys he hit or knocked out. And before the Bears game, he wrote Jim McMahon's number on the towel. He wrote number 9.
Yeah.
And you got to see it. There was like an old thing. It was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Like it was like if that shit happened nowadays, heads would be exploding. It would be the biggest thing on Twitter. But there was a dirty player on the Packers back then who wrote numbers of guys he injured on a towel, and before the Monday night game wrote McMahon's number, and it was like a brawl the entire game.
Oh, because they knew about it.
Yes.
Corey said, I called this Myles Garrett DPOY at the beginning of the season, and everybody laughed at me. And whoever laughed at you, they are crazy. Because Myles Garrett has a serious chance every year, as long as he's healthy, to always be a threat to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is a monster.
Before the first show when I came back for week 1,
yeah,
I said he was my pick to break the sack record too with the extra game. So.
Well, I haven't looked at his stats lately, but at some point he was on pace to like slaughter that record because it was
8.5? I think he's at 8.5.
I'm gonna look it up real quick, but the record's what like 22 and a half?
22 and a half with an asterisk because it should still be 22 with Gaston.
Yo, that straight hand sack was
not a sack.
Was a crock of shit, bro.
It would have been less gay if Favre just started doing this to him out of like the 40-yard line. Like
thanks, Corey.
That was fucking just pathetic for sports.
Yeah, that lay down. Yeah, Brett Favre was trash for that. But I mean, I get it. They're buddies and whatever. But you know, not that way.
Take pride in the craft.
Not that way. Yeah, thanks, Corey. 22 and a half. You correct. We gonna go with Gaston though. We ain't gonna. I mean, I like Strahan, but like I'm with you, Nick. I didn't like how Brett Favre just laid down for that crap. I mean, that was just. He's at 12 sacks right now.
Oh, he's at 12?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna obliterate that. He might hit 25 then. He's halfway through the season, right? What did he play? 9 games? I think they're 5-4. Or are they 4-4?
5-4. So they played 9 games. They got eight more
games
left
to go. What does he need? 1.25 a game, basically.
Oh, he can do that.
Yeah,
he can definitely do that
because Jones. They're going to do a quick pass. If he can get 1 or 2 this week, it's going to be smooth sailing the rest of the way because this is a team that will game plan to dink and dunk to running backs, tight ends. So if he can accumulate more this week, he's going to be in a really good position going forward. I mean, he is already.
Look, again, whoever laughed at you, Corey, laugh at them in their face now at the end of the year because Myles Garrett.
They laughed at you with that.
Hey, but here's the thing.
Like if you would have said Hassan Reddick is going to do it, then you get laughed at. But if you're saying Myles Garrett, if you said Garrett or Watt, TJ Watt before the end of the year, or Nick Bosa, I don't think, and no one should have laughed at that because those are 3 elite rushers.
Hey, but here's the crazy thing. So even the next game on the 21st, they got the Lions. He can definitely get some sacks there.
He might break the record in that game. He might have Derek Thomas going for 8 in 1 game.
Yo,
rest in peace, man. That guy was a fucking beast.
Man,
let me ask you something based on. I know you're a Chiefs fan. I raised this question about 3-4 years ago on Facebook, and people were debating it back and forth. Do you take Leonard Marshall and Lawrence Taylor, everyone in their prime, or do you take Neil Smith and Derek Thomas?
Oh, you already know the answer. I'm gonna say just because
that's my answer too.
Because what I saw, and I saw this throughout my whole childhood, because I remember that David Craig 8-sack day when he slaughtered the Seahawks. They couldn't stop him, and his pass rush, and he
just punted on first down. Once he gets to 5, just punt and be like, "But we hope we get a turnover."
But here's another thing: Neil Smith was very underrated.
I don't think he's not underrated with me. He was phenomenal.
But Neil, in my eyes,
too.
In Denver, and trust me, that hurt my heart. He finished his last 2 seasons in Denver and got 2 Super Bowls, so that hurt my heart. But I was happy for him. But bro, Neil Smith and Derek Thomas used to wreak havoc on defense. And when I say it, and it's as a Chiefs fan, it baffles me because those years that we had with Neil Smith and Derek Thomas under Marty Schottenheimer, if we had that defense with the offense we had right now, it'd be a different thing. But if you had that offense now and put it with Derek Thomas and Neil Smith, boy, oh my goodness, you would have had a hell of a squad.
You guys took one of my favorites growing up as a kid, James Hasty, who was a Jet. And all of a sudden, he's like an all-pro cornerback going to fucking Kansas City.
Bro, I love James Hasty. I love James Hasty.
I loved him too. He was a Jet, and when he left,
I remember that. And then he came over to Kansas City, and he was getting interceptions left and right in Kansas City, man. Wasn't Hasty on the Dan Marino fake? No, that was Aaron Glenn. Yeah, my fault. But he was on that team though, if I remember correctly. Oh, my bad, dog. I know, sore subject. Anyway, well, that's all our topics, but we'll start a little bit of time because look like 117, 120.
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, like I said, I'm on the delay.
He had to chuck the second free throw off the rim. They tried to tip it out, and they tipped it out to a Laker. So,
okay.
LeBron with the coaching win tonight.
Yeah, so that's a final, y'all. 120-117 Lakers get a win over a good Miami Heat squad, but the Lakers still don't look good. I don't know how.
That's who he looks like. Kim
Jong-il.
Yeah.
Yo,
you've seen Team America, right?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to be Miami Heat. It's inevitable. It's what? It's inevitable.
Inevitable.
We're going to defeat them.
Inevitable.
Yo,
so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody's gonna go crazy about Russell Westbrook getting another triple-double, but still got 8 turnovers. But whatever.
Oh, he even had overtime with a chance to get to 10.
Whatever. So, but no, Malik Monk, the man of the hour, shoots 10 for 13, 4 from 7 from downtown. Gets 27 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and a block. So thanks to another heroic.
That's a Nick Van Exel stat line.
Yo, he did that off the bench, man. He did
that was nice.
Yeah, but anyway, man, that's our show tonight. Always appreciate you, the big homie Nick, chopping it up with me late night. But hey, y'all make sure y'all come back. Check us out tomorrow, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition, episode 112. And definitely tune in to the day show, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We would do our NFL picks. It's been real, y'all. Y'all be good.
Thanks for having me, brother.
All right, boy. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Y'all stay out of trouble. Live life. Peace.
Sound like hell, TD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick. Nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Super trolls like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Deadly with explosiveness, just off of this and moving silk. Grind the rappers flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. So nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze, over roast spirits. A force to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come the punches, Yo, I only landed threes. These thick riding MCs is copping plan B. Never was a M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Annie. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy, cause folk, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar unless you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up, I'm bringing evil back. Yea, though I walk through the valley, I push it. They gon' find rappers that got at me in my footprints. The embodiment of cocaine and no-dos. I got a habit of pulling souls through nose holes. Open your old hole, sugar, you sweet. If it's BP, I'll bring it to your door like Uber Eats.
Deliver a fade to all you niggas, I just wanna unload. Basking and scream on my foes, find a way to compose. The access for your my throat, pull them fuse up the dope. Blow a ring of the smoke, terrorize all the small fires, wash them down with a coke.
Viciously viscous, I flow like wraith whispers. You wishless spitters and beat the Big Dipper. Front away, bitch, you ain't clapping shit. Keep playing G, the mask don't fit. You tonic water MCs minus the flavor. I'm the illest since my mom went into labor. Sick with it, slick with it, punchlines is a major. You motherfuckers to sit back.